we bring valuable insights, inspiration, and practical tools to help transform your health, reduce chronic diseases, and improve your well-being. Learn from leading health experts, researchers, and practitioners as they share cutting-edge information and advice that will help you make informed decisions. Join Mary, the Slim Diva, every weekday from Mondays to Thursdays at 11 a.m. on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. Health Revolution, your daily tonic for healthy living.
And of course, if you just tune in for the very first time today, you are listening to Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, the rave of the moment, and we are the Fresh News people. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you, the Buruburu Barry Cosmos, for handing over the microphone to me as usual at this time. Today is Tuesday, 11th day of August already. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today, wherever you are. Long life, prosperity, good health, and of course, plenty cash. That's what some people want at the end of the day. All right, my name is Mary Omeniwo. They call me the Slim Diva. Call me your most adorable. DJ Marv King is in the studio with me this morning. And of course, we have got a guest seated right here in the studio. But before I go ahead to introduce him, let me drop one or two updates. And the very first update is a warning coming from pediatricians and experts saying that mothers who worry about low breast milk supply should stop consuming herbal boosters. Now, the pediatricians have warned that some of the substances consumed through these products can pass into the breast milk and potentially harm their babies. These products are widely promoted as natural ways to increase lactation, but their ingredients, quantity, and methods of preparations are not always clearly verified, raising concerns about their safety for breastfeeding mothers and their infants. Now, the pediatricians went on to identify possible allergic reactions, noting that babies exposed through breast milk could develop rashes, swelling, gastrointestinal symptoms, or breathing difficulties, and some might become unusually sleepy or lethargic. So they went on to advise mothers who believe that they were not producing enough breast milk to first assess their fluid intake, their diet, psychological well-being, and practice breastfeeding, safe breastfeeding practices. And that's what the pediatricians are saying. They are telling breastfeeding mothers, nursing mothers, to try as much as they can to consume more of adequate carbohydrates, proteins, fats, fruits and vegetables, and other affordable options rather than go for herbal products to boost their breast milk. Okay, a word is enough for the wise. I would not be talking much on that. And then quickly, the next update is an update on Lassa fever. And according to the NCDC, the figures keep increasing on daily basis, with about 237 people who have died from the disease. And also, we have 1,000 confirmed cases recorded so far in 2026 alone. And they are saying that this is an increase. It has increased by 23.7%. And it's not a good thing at all. So please, everyone should try to take precautionary measures. At least 23 states in Nigeria now have at least one confirmed case of Lassa fever. That's not good enough. So please protect your, your environment, protect your food by trying as much as you can to keep them in, enclosed places. Okay, cover up. If you have rice, you have gari in your house, make sure you don't just leave the bags open. Put them inside tight sealed containers so that these rodents do not have access and go there and they wee and they pee. You sell akara, you sell groundnut, you sell, what is it now, puff buns, things that people consume in the open. You sell these things. Please, when you're done selling, make sure you clean up that environment so that these rodents don't come and pee on it, and then the following morning you display your wares. Please, I beg you. Okay, thank you so much. And quickly, before we go ahead to tell you about the topic for today, let's get a message from our sponsor.
This program is sponsored by If Green Foods.
Aha! Ndị banyị ndị If Green Food ebuterela anyị nri ọma abụọ. Ọ bụ If Green Vita nakwa fufu flour.
Yes, so If Green Vita bụ nri ọma, ya bụ ị na-elo akpịrị ga na-egwu egwu. O nwere fiber ga-eme ka ị ghara inwe weight rie nne. If Green Vita nwere vitamin A n'ime ya, ị ga-eji ụdị ofe ọbụla wee lodaa ya fiam.
Kedụzi maka fufu flour? Ebe ahụ ka nke bụ nri dizinụ. Maka na arụrụ ya n'ụzọ pụrụ iche, o nweghị isi. Bịa nwee carbohydrate nke ọma n'ime ya, nakwa protein iji nyere gị aka ịnọrọ n'ezi ọnọdụ ahụike. Naanị nkeji 5 ka ị ga-eji mee ya, na-ejeghị gbawa ọsụsọ ọbụla ịsụ ya asụ. O nweghị abụba n'ime ya, o nweghị cholesterol, ọ bụ naanị akpụ ka eji rụọ ya kpọm.
Nri abụọ ndị a dị na 1 kg. Ị ga-azụta ya n'ọdụ ahịa ọbụla dị n'ala anyị.
Ngwa sonyere anyị na Twitter, Facebook nakwa Instagram @ifgreenfood maka ajụjụ ngwakọ.
KC Stores, number 1 Stadium Lane, Owerri. Telephone number 08146646966. A ka chọkwuru ndị nkesa ahịa. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ isonye na nke a, kpọọ ọfịs nọmba anyị 0908-328-8888.
If Green Foods, rie nri dị mma ma nwee ezi ọnọdụ ahụike.
Echo FM.
Okay, welcome back. If this is your first time of joining us, you are listening to Health Revolution right here on Echo FM 100.7. And Health Revolution is sponsored by If Green Foods, a subsidiary of If Green Industries and Investment Limited. So right after the conversation with our guest for today, when I open up the phone lines, I'll be asking you questions on the products from If Green. And if you get to answer correctly, you get yourself a pack of any of their products. But before then, quickly let me introduce my guest for today, Mr. Anosike Emmanuel Chukwunomso. He is a medical laboratory scientist, a health facilitator. You can also call him a health educationist. He loves to talk health. He loves to sensitize the public, and that's why he's here this morning. Mr. Anosike Emmanuel, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Okay, so quickly, let's go straight up into the topic for today. Water therapy as a major factor in preventing acute illnesses. Yes, that's what we'll be talking about. Maybe right after we have this conversation today, it might change the way you start your mornings. It will change the way you take water. Okay, but let's go back to Mr. Anosike. Help us with the basics. What should we know about water therapy? Let's start from there.
All right. Good morning, Imolite. And I want to especially thank you, Slindiva, for the good work you are doing. I want to appreciate the Echo FM too. I want to appreciate Echo FM too for bringing this opportunity to educate our people. Even before now, I even want to use this opportunity to talk to our people, and especially because of some incidences we are noticing this period. There's a lot of cases of our women who give birth, and before you know it, you begin to hear bleeding, the person will die, I think it's time we begin to tell our mothers to please reduce the way you take junk food. It's really causing a lot of problems because most of this food weakens the cells. You understand? So, and also, Mary, I remember last time I was able to enter pediatric unit in FMC, and you begin to wonder what is happening that even little kids are now going down with some of these acute illnesses, especially when it comes to kidney issues. I think it's time we begin to talk to our mothers, especially our parents. We should be conscious of what we give to these children. because the rate by which children are going down with some of these acute illnesses is quite alarming.
Okay.
I think our diet really needs to be taken care of. All right, based on our topic this morning, you see, water is something that everybody knows about, and but how we take this water matters a lot. Now, when it comes to water, water is one of the 6 classes of food. I remember those in primary school, they were asking the 6 classes of food, or 6 classes of nutrition. You will say protein, but water comes to the last. But water should be the first. Why do I say so? Yes, water should be the first because water has a lot of preventive measures. It has a lot of things it does when we are starting our days with water. Now, water, we're talking about, we can put it in 3 classes. We can talk about warm water, we can talk about normal temperature water, and cold water. But believe you me, many people are misunderstanding and misusing this water. And most of the problems our people are facing today, don't be surprised, it may be as a result of the way we abuse one of these water, especially when it comes to cold water. Because cold water poses a lot of dangers, which we don't even know. But I believe through these teachings, we'll be able to understand which type of water am I supposed to take at any point in time, especially when it comes to morning. Now, one of the things I do tell my people is that, especially when it comes to morning, start your day with warm water, especially that morning period.
You said start your day with water or warm water.
Warm water.
Not just any water.
Not just any water.
Oh, okay.
Warm water, yes. Because warm water does a lot of good works. In fact, it helps in starting your day very well. Number one benefit of taking warm water in the morning is that, number one, it stimulates digestion and metabolism for the day ahead. You remember when you are asleep at night, a lot of processes goes on in your body system. The blood, the heart is working, the blood is flowing, and as the blood is flowing, it's carrying a lot of both nutrients and even toxins and most of the things in the body system. As most of these nutrients or even the toxins, most of them are even piling on the walls of blood vessels. I understand what I'm saying. Now, in the morning, when you wake up, probably after your morning prayers, the first thing you need to take is get warm water. What is the benefit of this warm water? Like I said before, it stimulates the cells and helps in preparing your body for the day ahead metabolism. In fact, before you take any meal in the morning, take this warm water. Now, this warm water helps in activating some of the enzymes that your body needs for your daily metabolism. Yes, because one of the factors that helps enzyme to work very well is temperature. You understand? When you take warm water in the morning, you are increasing the temperature of the body minimally, at least to the level that your enzymes will be activated. In fact, the cells will be activated. Now, this warm water also helps in flushing out some of these debris that the blood deposited on some of the cells, especially those cells that function in assimilating the daily food. The warm water helps to clear what we call the surface areas of these cells. So making it to be sensitive to accept nutrients.
Okay.
You understand? So now, not only that, even this warm water also, it aids bowel movement. It helps in preventing constipation.
Okay.
Now, we advise that each time you wake up in the morning, take water so that your bowels can move for you to use your toilet, especially in the morning time. That is very, very important that before you go out in the morning, use your toilet. So this warm water will help your bowel to move so that you'll be able to use your toilet so that you start your day very fresh.
Okay.
I understand. So warm water is one of the best you can take in the morning, especially when you're waking up. And when I look at the weather And most of us are working in cold environment. Most of us who uses AC in the EC. So now, if you find yourself in such an environment, and you know that the temperature where you're working is far below the body, the temperature that the body needs, do you need to start taking cold water again? You understand?
I get you.
It's not, you don't need to start taking cold water, because what you are trying to do, you are trying to retard the operations of your digestive system.
Yeah.
Are you understanding? So warm water is one of the best we can start our day with.
Warm water.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about timing now. I wake up in the morning. Now you have said warm water, no worries, right?
Yeah.
Am I going to do that on an empty stomach? Because I hear some people say, oh, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I take is coffee. Or the first thing I take is tea. Why? It also contains water. No, jokes apart, that's what a lot of people say. It's liquid. Water is liquid. Tea is liquid. Coffee is liquid. So I take coffee or I take tea before I take water, whether warm or, what is it called now? Or cold, right? Now, when is the best time to take that water early in the morning? Is it going to be on an empty stomach or right after breakfast?
Taking the warm water is upon your waking up in the morning on empty stomach. Yes, because once you introduce any nutritional value, you have started digestion for the day. Are you understanding?
Okay.
So warm water is the first thing that should enter into your body system each morning you wake up. Because it prepares your body system for the days ahead, for the oncoming metabolism. So when you start eating, like I said before, it prepares and activates your cells. It's like the enzymes that will start working on those things you have taken for the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the quantity. How many liters would you recommend? How many liters of water would you recommend? Be it in the morning, maybe throughout the day. I wouldn't know what you have in mind.
Well, when it comes to taking that early morning water, we advise at least 2 glasses of water, depending on the quantity, depending on the measurement of the glass you are using. But we recommend at least, let me use this Ragolis water.
Okay.
Let me use that's the medium size.
Okay.
It's enough if you can take that quantity, because it's going to. Because when you take that water in the morning, you have started your morning chores. Maybe you are sweeping, or at that time the body system is carrying this water, even make the blood to even start flowing very well. Until we'll come to that aspect. Because water does a lot of preventive measures in our body system to keep our organs active and healthy.
Okay, so how many liters in a day for adults?
Okay, for adults, it is important you take at least 500 ml of water.
500 mils go hard though. people measure, by cans. We have the big can water, the medium can water. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get more information on that. But before we go ahead to get a message from our sponsor this morning, I'd like us to go take a listen to a clip from Dr. Abosede Adebite. She said a lot about water therapy. However, she also stated that there are a lot of claims around water therapy. Let's go take a listen. When we come back, we'll also get to answer some questions based on what she said. Don't go anywhere.
From whom did you first hear the phrase water therapy? Is it from your friends or from a doctor? It's likely to be from your friends, because water therapy is not really a medical term. Water therapy is a practice of the Japanese people, and they have rules, do's and don'ts about water therapy. But I've decided to do this today because of a pressing need. A friend of mine sent this document to me. I guess he did because he wanted validation. He wanted me to say, yes, it is good, do it, or it is not good, don't do it. So let us take a look at this document. The Japanese people say, for water therapy, they advocate that you drink 2 to 3 cups of warm water as soon as you wake up. For another 45 minutes thereafter, you are not going to drink or eat anything. Whenever you want to eat, you eat for 15 minutes and you won't drink water for 2 hours. You can only drink water 2 hours after you have taken your meal. They also say that you cannot drink cold water. You should not drink cold water. There are claims of cold water causing cancer, causing heart attack, and causing your liver to have a lot of fat. The fat that you eat will be hardened or congealed because of cold water. And lastly, they claim that water therapy can cure all forms of diseases. For hypertension and diabetes, they say that it will cure those in 30 days. And for any form of cancer, it will cure any form of cancer in 9 months. Well, I don't know the source of this information. However, a lot of the claims here are not true. And it can be harmful to people. That's because somebody that has hypertension and diabetes or cancer, instead of them to go to a doctor and get attention and help, they'll be doing water therapy. It can get complicated while you are doing your water therapy. That's why you shouldn't wait. You should not focus on water therapy. Even if you want to do water therapy at all, go to a doctor first. You can be doing your water therapy by the side. So, I am not saying that it is wrong to take water. Doctors all over the world unanimously agree that drinking water is ideal and it has health benefits. But any ritual that you want to attach to it is your personal decision. There is no need for any rituals when it comes to drinking water. So, should we drink water hot or cold, warm or cold? Honestly, it is a personal preference. And it is also influenced by the place you live in the world and the climate of that place or the weather of the day. You can live in the temperate country, but that particular day is very hot. So you may want to drink cold water. If you live in the tropics, a very hot country, you might not be able to drink warm water on a sunny day. It won't be refreshing. So at best, you drink room temperature water. And it may not be practical in the winter when it is very cold and it is snowy to drink cold water. But it will be very comforting to drink warm water. So these are the things that influence your choice. Also, if you have some medical conditions, for example, if you have teeth sensitivity, you won't be able to drink cold water. And if you are a sickle cell disease patient, it is not ideal for you to drink cold water on a cold day. You might have a bad crisis. So these are what might influence your choice, but not because it causes cancer. Cold water causes cancer, or it causes heart attack, or it causes hardening of the fat inside us. In the face of digestive enzymes and bile and hydrochloric acid in the stomach, it is not possible for cold water to harden any fat that you take. So that claim is not true. So what are the health benefits of water and the risks that are associated? Well, quite a number of benefits. Number one, you are well hydrated, your skin is supple and beautiful, your skin toggle is good. You'll be able to digest your food well and eliminate waste easily. So you are not likely to have constipation. Some people use it for weight control. They drink water first and then eat later, so that they don't have space for food. And that way, they can control the amount of food that they eat. It also helps to regulate body temperature and maintain fluid balance. Blood flow will be good, and then you are not likely to have kidney stones, and you will reduce your risk of having urinary tract infection, bladder cancer, colon cancer, and there are other benefits. So it is actually good to drink 2 to 3 liters of water per day. On a sunny day, it can be more. On a cold day, it can be less, but the minimum you should take in any day is 2 liters. For those that drink bottled water, that is about 3 to 4 bottles per day. And for those that drink sachet water, that is 4 to 6 sachets in a day. So what are the tips for taking water? You want to start as soon as you wake up. And you want to go around with a bottle of water for accessibility. In your office, you can keep a pack of bottled water so that anytime you feel thirsty, even without feeling thirsty, you can drink. You should also monitor your urine. It should be pale yellow, very light yellow. If it is deep yellow, then you are not drinking enough. And you may want to infuse it with fruits, especially for children or any other person that doesn't like to drink water. It will enhance the taste and you'll be able to drink water better. So is there any risk associated with drinking water? Oh yes, if you drink water excessively or rapidly within a short period, it can cause water intoxication, not usually among healthy adults, but among those that have kidney, liver, or heart conditions. They can have water intoxication, meaning that the water quickly dilutes the blood and the salt level drops. We call it hyponatremia. When the salt level drops, the brain can swell, people can have vomiting, nausea, they can even convulse, they can go into coma and die. So for those that have these conditions, they should not drink water too much within a short period. So it is not ideal to take more than 1 liter of water in 1 hour.
Echo FM.
Were ndị ọma m ji eme ọnụ unu nụla maka Eve Green Foods. Eve Green Vita bụ nri olilo jupụtara na fiber nke ị ga-eme na nkeji 3. Ọ bụkwa ngwaahịa pụtara ọhụrụ n'ụlọ ahịa maka ndị chọrọ ihe dị mma karịa garị ha mabu na mbụ. Eve Green Fufu Flour bụkwa nri ntị ọka ya jupụtara na fiber. Ọ naghị eme ka ịdọlibe onwe gị n'ime ya maka na nkeji 5 imechala ya. Ihe ozi ị ga-ama maka ngwaahịa anyị bụ Eve Green Vita bụ nri bara ụba na vitamin A nke na-enyere anyị aka ịhụ ụzọ ọfụma ya na fiber maka ahụ ibu anyị. Ọ na-agbari ọsịsọ maka na ọ nwere obere carbohydrate, o nweghịkwa gluten. A na-akwado nri ọka site n'itinye mmiri n'ọkụ. Ị gaghị akpasa ya o maka na ọ dị mfe ịkwado ya. Eve Green Fufu Flour bụ fufu ntụ ọka ya dị ezigbo mma. Ọ naghị esi isi ma ncha maka na o nwere ezigbo ụtọ fufu ndị mmadụ hụrụ n'anya. Fufu bụ nri na-enye ike dị ukwuu iji kwado arụmọrụ kacha mma. Ọ bụ ezigbo isi iyi carbohydrate nke na-enyere anyị aka maka ịkwado ahụike dị mma. O nwekwara protein n'ogo kwesịrị ekwesị. O nweghị abụba nke a na-akpọ fat ma ọ bụkwanụ cholesterol. Ngwaahịa anyị abụọ dị n'akpa 1 kg. Ị ga-ahụkwa ya n'ọtụtụ ụlọ ahịa ya na nnukwu ụlọ ahịa bụ supermarket na ahịa mepere emepe. Soro anyị na Facebook, Instagram na X na Eve Green Foods. Kpọtụrụ onye nkesa anyị n'Owerri KC Store na number 1 Old Stadium Lane, Owerri, Imo State. Ekwentị 08146646966. A na-achọkwa ndị nkesa n'ala Nigeria gburugburu. Kpọtụrụ 0908-328-8888. Rie Eve Green Foods, bie ndụ ahụike.
This program is sponsored by Eve Green Foods.
Echo FM.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you are listening to Health Revolution right here on Echo FM 100.7. And you just listened to the voice of Dr. Abosede Adebite. She said a lot about water therapy. So back to you, our guest for today, Mr. Anosike. Quickly, I'd just like to also get your opinion on what she said. It's your personal decision to attach any ritual to water therapy. Do you agree? She says it depends on the climate, of where a person stays.
Sure. She's right. Because, many people have misunderstood this water therapy.
Please speak up a bit, sorry.
Many people have misunderstood this water therapy. Some are seeing it as if it's a curative product, or curative agent. But no. Water therapy is a preventive measure.
Okay.
Understand? It's a preventive measure which helps in enhancing our body system to function very better.
Okay.
So attaching any other ritual on it is, like she said, it just is a personal. It's not a health proven idea.
Okay.
Understand? It's a personal ritual. So what she said is 100% right.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And then she says also there are claims that says that water therapy can cure all forms of diseases, including cancer. What do you have to say quickly?
No.
Okay.
No, there's nothing like that because water cannot cure any form of diseases, not at all. So
Okay.
it's a misconception.
Misconception.
Yes, on the aspect of maybe those who are ignorant of what water is all about.
Okay. It's time for us to open up the phone lines. I know a lot of people are on the line waiting to get connected to maybe ask questions or contribute to our discussion for today. And do not forget, when you call me to ask your questions, I will be asking you questions around our sponsor for today. If you win, you get yourself a gift from Eve Green Foods. 0911 20022 or you call 0707 454 1014. I'll take it again, 0911 20022 0707 454 1014. We are live on Facebook at Echo FM 100.7 or Echo FM. Hello, good morning to you. Try to call me back. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good morning,
Kachisin, how are you today?
I'm fine, are you?
Very well. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to the guests in the studio.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah. My name is Kachisin Ekuha. I am calling from my community of, for the West Local Government.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for the enlightenment. Already, before now, I take cold sachet water in the morning. I learned about that when I was in school. So, but I just learned now that from you that it is better to use hot water, warm water. So maybe I will continue that one. That is one. Then number two is this. According to that voice message you played from that doctor, who is I heard when she said that you should take water 3 hours after food.
No. She was making reference to claims on water therapy. She did not recommend that.
Okay, because
No. You didn't listen very well.
Okay, then on that note, I want to ask: is it better to drink before eating or to drink after eating?
Okay.
Like people like me now, if I don't see what I won't eat, I will say first of all drink water to open my stomach before I eat. So which one is best? Is it drinking before or drinking after?
Okay.
Then finally, and very importantly, before the sleep giver want me, I want to. After my secondary school.
Quickly, just go straight to the question, please. We don't have much time, please. I beg you.
My question is this: I don't know the regulatory agency that regulates these water factories.
Okay.
Because if you go there, you will think you are drinking bottled water. If you go there and see the levels of hygiene, you will marvel. Because I once got to work there. So who are the regulatory agencies? They should please regulate here in Afo. I can count 11, 15 pure water factories in Afo. Nobody's regulating them. All the pure water, you have Vajayri water, you have Vanisi water.
Okay.
So they should regulate them properly so that they will imbibe hygiene.
Thank you.
Let me stop there.
No, hold on. Before you go, quickly, I'd like you to answer a question. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Mention the address where Eve Green Foods products can be gotten in Owerri.
KC Stores, number 1 Old Stadium Lane, Owerri.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's the final and the correct answer.
Okay. Kachisin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll get back to you, Mr. Anosike, but let's take some more calls. Hello?
Hi, good morning, Mary.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
My name is Victory. I'm calling from Waza.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I have a question. I just want to ask, somebody like me, I love to take water, but the problem is, see this early morning water, it's not for me, honestly. If I take, let's say, warm water in the morning, I feel this for like 30 minutes or 1 hour. It makes me like, I won't be able to do anything for a certain period of time. But if I take just ordinary water, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, my question is, what could actually be the problem with the warm water or the water?
So not just any water, warm water. It's only it happens only when you take warm water.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question. We'll try as much as we can to respond to you. Keep your calls coming in 0911 20022 or you call 0707 454 1014. Alternatively, you can send in your WhatsApp message on 0707 4913438. We have messages on Facebook, but let's squeeze in this one before I go ahead to take them. Hello, good morning to you. Oh no, if you want us to talk, move far away from the radio.
Okay, sorry, the home.
Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Leslie Diva.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah,
Ama.
good morning, our guest in the studio.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Ama that calls from Uche Street in Owerri.
It's good to have you join us this morning. How have you
Thank
been?
you. I've been a lot, but let's not go there now.
Oh, it is well. Just take it one step at a time, okay?
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, like I said, it's Ama that calls from Uche Street in Owerri. So my question is, when we say warm water, at what temperature range are we talking about? We can say that water is warm enough to drink. That is one. Is it advisable for one to force himself to drink water even when he is not thirsty?
Okay.
And this issue of water therapy, doesn't equally apply using water, bathing with warm water and cold water?
Good question.
Thank you. Ama from Uche Street.
Ama, thank you so much for your call this morning. Messages on Facebook. We have this one. Miss Bella says, if dirty water can attract mosquitoes and bacteria, how can we reduce it? This is Blessing texting from Akwakuma. Simple and short. Fumigate your environment. Okay, thank you. Emeka Tonero Osuji says, greetings, Mary, and our guest in the studio. No doubt, taking water early in the morning is very essential and good for our health, but I want to ask, must it be boiled to have it warm? Or any water under the room temperature is also ideal? That's a question. Mr. Anosike, please take note. Daniel David Mfom Obong says, good morning, Mary. Keep up the good work. I cite you, Daniel David. I believe you're texting in from Akwa Ibom. Thank you so much. Mazi Odenibo Iwu says, good morning, Mary and the guest in the studio. I am addicted to cold water. Biko, what can I do? I drink it almost throughout the day. Then I do... Oh, I'm trying to get the last part of what you said. Okay, then I do early morning warm water therapy, but sometimes I add lime or lemon to it. Is this okay? Thanks for dismissing some of the water therapy myths, like water make fat congeal in your stomach and take water hours after eating. Imagine eating yam without water. Okay, and that's why they are called meats. Okay. Yes, let's take one more call and then we go back to you, Mr. Anosike. Hello.
Hello, good morning, this Slim Diva.
Good morning to you. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Emmanuel. Good morning to the doctor in the studio.
Good morning.
The guest, yeah, is not is a lab scientist. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
As I said earlier, my name is Emmanuel Madu.
Okay.
So I want to ask you a question. Please, what is the disadvantage of taking cold water, especially in the morning? Because I'm used for long now, for years, over the years, I'm used to taking 2 sachets of water every morning immediately I wake up from bed.
Okay.
So, but any day I tried, I've been hearing about this warm water, but anytime I take this warm water, throughout that day, I don't feel good. I feel restless. I feel I don't feel okay throughout that day, especially in my stomach, whenever I take the warm water in the morning. But if I take cool water, I continue to take cool water. I mean ordinary water.
Do you mean cold water or ordinary water?
Ordinary water.
Okay,
Ordinary
okay.
water. That's what I do take early morning. It's 2 sachets every morning. But anytime I try this warm water, I don't feel good about it. That's my question. Thank you.
Hold on. Are you there, Emmanuel Madu?
Yes, I'm here.
Quickly, I want you to respond to this question. If Green Foods has introduced 2 new products, can you name the products quickly?
No.
Just say you don't know the answer. Thank you. Emmanuel Madu, thank you so much. You tried your luck. Amma, somehow I forgot to ask you if you can call back. I'll be glad to ask you your own question. All right, back to you, Mr. Anosike. Let's try as much as we can to respond quickly to some of these questions. What's the disadvantage of taking cold water very early in the morning? Quickly.
Okay. Let's try to differentiate. Is it water under room temperature or freeze the water?
Okay.
When we talk of cold water now, we really need to understand what we mean. Is it a freeze water or water under room temperature?
Although he says ordinary water, that should be water under room temperature.
Now, taking water under room temperature poses no disadvantage.
Okay.
Yes, because taking your normal water, that is, you are bringing it, so once it's already on a room temperature, which means it poses no bad effect. You understand? So, but the reason why we do advise try warm water, because that's an advantage. You understand? But like some of us that just called now and cite some of the issues they normally have with taking the hot water or warm water. They can make do with water under normal temperature. Yes, because of some physiological changes individually. Because what is good for me may not actually be good for you. So in that aspect, yes, you may make do with normal room temperature. Temperature water.
That answers it. And quickly, this one says, is it advisable? Amma asks this question. Is it advisable to drink water even when you're not thirsty?
Yes, it's advisable, but that does not mean that you should now pour all the gallons of water into your mouth. Yes, yes, because as long as your body is functioning 24 hours, sometimes the body might need to be refilled. You understand?
Okay.
Though it might send a signal through thirsty that need water, but the essence of advising that from time to time sip some water. One is because it activates and relaxes your body system. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I know that Peculiar asked you if she takes warm water in the morning, she gets dizzy throughout the day, and she was asking what could be the cause. But I know you already responded by saying what works for Mr. A might not work for Mr. B. And then you also said people who have this kind of problem should take water under normal room temperature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Peculiar, you can also please seek the services of your doctor. It's very important. And this one says he takes warm water in the morning, but he adds a lime or lemon. Is that also okay?
Well, the essence of, in fact, we have heard many people talking about, I think what they are trying to do is to probably to increase the pH, to make the water to be alkaline, which is still good to the water. But the question is, which quantity of lemon are you adding? Yes, because anything that is beyond the normal body, beyond the normal you're supposed to take has become abusive.
Okay.
Are you understanding it?
Yes.
So, because we do advise that you take alkaline water, which is still the best for the body.
Okay.
You understand? And I want to quickly say something about what the clip we just heard. It's talking about when you check your urine. It's very important.
Okay.
Because, and that is why our people do get it. Because how many of us do take time to even go to approach a diagnostic center, at least do this common routine test that we call urinalysis. You understand? It's one of the best tests you can do, and it's very,
what did
very
you call
common.
it? Urinalysis
test.
Okay.
Yes, urinalysis test. That test will give your health practitioner an idea on what is going on in your body system, because that way you are going to ascertain, check the color of the urine, check if your urine is acidic or alkaline or in between. So these informations are very, very important that you know how your body system functions.
Functions.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Your Anna on Echo FM's Facebook page says, is there any harm in drinking water with lime? Warm water with lime. We have answered you, Anna, your Anya. Thank you so much. Let's go over to our WhatsApp portal this morning. And we have this one that says, good morning, the Slim Diva and our guest in the studio. Please, apart from water, what else can one drink to live? Prince Michael from Irete. You're not going to hear me talk about alcohol. Water is life. Abi, isn't that what fella said? What kind of question is this, Mr. Anosike? Okay, maybe you have something to say, please. Quickly.
You see, most of us are just having a kind of their own personal, probably what their mind is telling them. You cannot use water to alternate any other drink at all. You cannot.
Okay.
Water remains the best thing for you. So personally, I even advocate against alcoholism. Yes, I advocate against it in all ramifications.
Okay. Thank you so much. And let's take the last call for today. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Name and location, quickly, please.
Yes, this is Ifoma from Amakoya.
You're welcome, Ifoma.
Yes, I want to ask, is warm water good for drinking broth?
Okay.
They ask you to use warm water and drink some particular broth. So, warm water used to work for me, especially if I'm having stomach pain.
Okay.
If I drink warm water, it will just disappear.
All right.
So, is it good to drink broth with warm water?
Okay, hold on. Before you go, quickly, Ifoma, are you ready? I want to ask you something.
Okay.
If Green Foods product is available in what pack size? Quickly, you don't have all the time. Quickly.
I don't know.
Kai, you did not listen when I started the program. All right, sorry about that. You will not be getting any gift, Ifoma. But thank you for calling and thank you for asking your question. I know I said that was the last call, but let me squeeze in this one. Good morning to you.
It's me, the same difference.
Amma.
Just a question.
Okay.
You didn't ask me any question after my first call.
Okay. Quickly, let me ask you. Are you ready?
Okay. What I want to ask this time around, is there any difference between taking warm tea and warm water? That's my simple question. Thank you.
Wahala, hold on. Amma, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. If Green Foods has introduced 2 new products, name the products. Name them.
I didn't get your question.
Name the products that have been introduced by Eve Green Foods.
I think it's fufu flour.
Is that the name? The name of the product, fufu flour?
Yeah, but I wasn't listening very well.
Okay. All right. So sorry you did not get it correctly. Maybe going forward you'd have to listen, okay? So you get the answer.
Okay.
Thank you, Amma. And that's the last call we'll be taking this morning. Quickly, Mr. Anosike, in 2 minutes, if you can. Disadvantage of taking cold. Oh, no. Is warm water good for taking drugs? That's according to Ifoma.
Okay. It depends on the drugs. Because there are some drugs that your health practitioner might ask. There are some drugs your health practitioner might ask you to take with warm water. Especially, let's take, when it comes to drugs for children, especially when it comes to all these children suspension or some of these powder drugs for children. If you must, some of these drugs, you will ask to use warm water to mix them before you start taking them. Now, there are some drugs that your doctor will always ask you use warm water, don't use cold water. Yes, so it's good to use to use warm water to take some particular drugs, not all.
Not all the
Yes.
drugs. Is there any difference between warm tea and warm water?
Warm tea is already a food. So there's a very big difference.
So
between
warm
the
tea
two.
is food,
Yes.
water is water.
Water, yes.
Okay, and that's all. Parting word from you, Mr. Anosike, and also for people who always forget to drink water, what reminders do you have for them that can help?
Okay, I will advise, especially when you feel sick, most of these our sick people, sometimes giving them warm water helps to activate their cells, their body system. Are you understanding? Yes. Because somebody that's lying down for about 2-3 days, the whole system is, the organs are, the cells are weak. So, but when you give them warm water, it helps to activate the cells. And finally, this topic is a very broad topic. You understand? So I believe probably with time, we'll still touch some part of it. But in all, I will advise everybody listening to us this morning to please take water very serious. It helps to prevent a lot of illnesses, especially when it comes to acute illnesses.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anosike Emmanuel Chukunonso, medical laboratory scientist, health facilitator, and health educationist. Water is very important. In fact, he has stated it that it helps in preventing a lot of ailments and diseases. We cannot thank you enough for coming over to the studio this morning, Mr. Anosike.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so the winner for today, the one and only Kachisin Ekuha from Avu. You've got yourself a pack of Eve Green Foods products. Any of the products, your name has been noted, your phone number has been noted, and very soon, in few days, you'll be contacted to pick up any of the products from Eve Green Foods. And that's all for today's edition of the program. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll have guests as well in the studio to talk about something that affects everyone. Please try as much as you can not to miss tomorrow's edition of Health Revolution. My name as always is Mary Omeni. They call me the Slim Diva, your most adorable. And thanks to our sponsor for making this, worthwhile. Eve Green Foods, a subsidiary of Eve Green Industries and Investment Limited. We thank you for sponsoring today's edition of the program. Up next is the news at noon. Thank you, DJ Marv King. I'll leave you. I'll leave the people in your hands. Okay, bye for now.
Stay informed with Echo FM 100.7. Join us for exclusive interviews with experts, breaking updates on local and global events, and in-depth coverage of issues impacting our community. Tune in every weekday at 6:30 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. for our major news bulletin in English, Igbo, and Pidgin language. For more inquiries, you can reach us through our email, echofm@thekingmail.com. You can follow us on our social media handles at Echo FM. Echo FM,
100.7 Owerri. We are the Fresh News People.
Good afternoon to you. This is the Global News at Noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We are the station with fair and balanced reporting. My name is Mary Omeni-Wode, bringing you the latest news and breaking stories around the world. Here are the headlines. NCAA gives update on aviation union strike. DSS frees compensates artisan cleared of Oyo school kidnapping link. Oil prices jump further as hopes for Omo's deal fades. And visa processing shift won't affect Abuja embassy operations, says the U.S. Colombia scrambles to find survivors as quake kills 132. And on sports news, Trump says ousting FIFA boss Infantino would be a terrible mistake. Details shortly. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has assured striking aviation unions that the issue that led to their industrial action will be tackled as soon as the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, returns from an official trip abroad. A statement by the Director General Civil Aviation, Captain Chris Najomo, appealed to aviation unions to sheath their swords in the ongoing industrial action. Najomo stated that the NCAA was aware of the ongoing industrial action by aviation unions and its impact on passengers and other stakeholders. According to him, the matter would have been addressed at the meeting convened by the Honorable Minister last week, but the meeting could not hold as the airline operators failed to honor the invitation. The agency assured the traveling public that flight safety remains uncompromised, stressing that it continued to exercise its statutory safety oversight responsibilities. Meanwhile, the Department of State Services, DSS, has released the carpenter Mustafa Mawana, who was arrested over the abduction and killing of pupils and teachers in Orire, Oyo State. The Director General of the service, Tosin Ajayi, ordered his release after investigators cleared him of any link to the attack. A security source who is privy to the case but wished to remain anonymous stated that a DSS panel carried out a thorough probe into Mawana's alleged involvement in the incident before clearing him. The panel was said to have found that the Katsina-born artisan was not a member of any terrorist organization and had no operational ties to the Ansaru terrorist group blamed for the attack. The source noted that Mawana thanked the DG for what he described as a compassionate and humane intervention. The compensation, according to the source, is part of measures being adopted by the current DSS leadership to support persons cleared after investigations and to facilitate their reintegration into the society. News reaching us says sensitive election materials have arrived in Oshogbo ahead of Saturday's Osun State governorship election, as the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) said it will draw ad hoc personnel from a pool of more than 30,000 members of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). The development comes as security agencies stepped up preparations for the poll with no fewer than 25,310 personnel from the Nigerian police force, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission deployed across the states. The Chief Press Secretary to INEC Chairman Adedayo Oketola disclosed that the Commission's planned deployment of NYSC members, he stated, could not provide the exact number of ad hoc personnel to be engaged, adding that the Commission will draw from a pool of more than 30,000 NYSC members for the poll. And over to Kogi State, where troops of the Nigerian Army, in collaboration with the Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Police Force, local vigilantes and hunters, have rescued all 16 persons abducted by suspected kidnappers in Ofu local government area of Kogi State. The Army disclosed this in a statement signed by its acting director, Army Public Relations, Colonel Apollonia Anele. According to the statement, the victims were abducted on Sunday, August 9, 2026, when armed criminals attacked commuters. The Army noted that troops of 21 Battalion and personnel of the Nigerian Navy ship Lugard launched a joint search and rescue operation after receiving intelligence that the victims had been moved to the vicinity of Adumu community in Dekina local government area of the state. The operation also involved personnel of the police, vigilantes, and local hunters. The Army added that the rescued victims are currently undergoing documentation and medical assessment before being reunited with their families. However, one local hunter who participated in the operation was killed during the encounter, while a police officer sustained injuries and is currently receiving medical treatment. It's exactly 8 minutes past noon. If you just tune in, you are listening to the Global News at noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. Here's a recap of the headlines. NCAA gives update on aviation union strike. DSS freeze compensates artisan cleared of Oyo school kidnapping link. Oil prices jump further as hopes for Hormuz deal fades. And visa processing shift won't affect Abuja embassy operations. This is according to the U.S. On the foreign scene, Colombia scrambles to find survivors as quake kills 132. Trump says ousting FIFA boss Infantino would be a terrible mistake. We'll bring you details after this timeout. Stay tuned.
This is a public service announcement. In an effort to enhance road safety and minimize the risks of crash-related fatalities, Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command is urging citizens to promptly report any road crashes to the Corps Emergency Hotline. In the event of a road crash, citizens are advised to call the Corps Emergency Toll-Free Hotline at 122 to report the incident or any of the Imo Sector Hotline 0913 960 0904. Provide as much information as possible, including the location of the crash and the number of people involved. Stay on the line to receive guidance from the Corps Response Team. The Sector Commander urges all citizens to take an active role in promoting road safety by promptly reporting any road crashes. Together, we can work towards reducing the rate of road crash fatalities and creating safer roads for everyone. This message is brought to you by Echo FM 100.7 in partnership with the Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command as part of our corporate social responsibility. Thank you for listening.
Glad to know you're still there. If you just tune in, you are listening to the Global News at noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We'll now move over to the rest of the news. On the foreign scene, the United States mission in Nigeria has clarified that the ongoing realignment of routine visa processing in Africa will not affect the operational status of the U.S. Embassy in Abuja. The clarification followed the United States Department of State's announcement that routine visa services in Abuja would be realigned to a regional visa hub with effect from August 1, 2026. The U.S. mission in Nigeria, in a post on its official X handle, stated that the change was limited to routine visa processing and will not result in the closure of the embassy. The Department of State had, in a notice, noted that it was realigning visa operations in Africa to regional hubs as part of efforts to strengthen national security, improve efficiency, and promote more uniform screening, vetting, and adjudication standards. It also stated that the measure was part of a long-standing practice and that similar realignments had previously been implemented in several African countries and in Europe. Under the new arrangement, citizens and residents of affected countries seeking U.S. visas on or after August 1 are required to schedule appointments and pay the applicable visa fees at designated non-immigrant or immigrant visa locations. And still on the foreign scene, reports say Colombian volunteers and rescuers cleared rubble with their bare hands and buckets to search for survivors after the country's strongest earthquake in a decade killed at least 132 people and smashed dozens of buildings. The 7.4 magnitude quake struck cities across Colombia's western region, sending panicked residents onto the streets. The quake killed 132 people and injured more than 570 as of Monday afternoon, according to the Colombian Association of Capital Cities, a group coordinating major cities across the country. Colombian President Abelardo de la Espriella, just 3 days after being sworn into the job, declared a state of emergency and vowed a concerted rescue effort. The devastation comes less than 2 months after powerful twin quakes rattled neighboring Venezuela, killing over 6,300 people and leaving tens of thousands homeless. European Union's chief Ursula von der Leyen stated that the EU had mobilized Copernicus, a satellite service, to help with rescue operations. And lastly, on sports news this afternoon, U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that it would be a terrible mistake to replace Gianni Infantino, the embattled FIFA president who tried and failed to sell off part of the World Cup to private investors. Infantino came under renewed fire in an open letter signed by 3 confederations: the Europe's UEFA, North and Central America's CONCACAF, and Asia's AFC, accusing the world football boss of breaking trust through deception. But Trump backed Infantino, who awarded the U.S. president a FIFA Peace Prize at last year's World Cup draw ceremony. Trump called Infantino fantastic and said he presided over the most successful World Cup. Trump's backing of Infantino is at odds with U.S. soccer, which joined the voices lining up against the FIFA president. And that's all for the Global News at noon this afternoon, as was brought to you directly from our news desk. For more information and inquiries, visit us on social media on Facebook at Echo FM and Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, on X at Echo FM_Owerri, Instagram at Echo FM 100.7, and YouTube at Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting www.echofm.net, that is www.echofm.net, or search for us on Radio Garden by typing Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, Nigeria. My name is Mary Omeni Wode. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon to you.